In the endless cycles of creation, preservation, and destruction, there are tales that shake the very foundations of the universe. Tales of love so deep that it transcends life itself, and of pride so blind that it sparks cosmic destruction. This is the story of Sati, the daughter of Daksha, the beloved of Shiva, and the goddess whose sacrifice gave birth to the holy Shakti Peeths of India. Daksha's youngest daughter, Sati, was no ordinary child. She was the very incarnation of Adi Shakti, the eternal feminine energy. As she blossomed into a young woman, her parents brought forth princes, kings, and gods to seek her hand. But Sati had no eyes for any of them. From childhood, one name had been upon her lips, one form upon her mind. Mahadeva, Shiva. Her heart yearned only for him, the ascetic who wandered the mountains, smeared in ash, wearing snakes as ornaments, and living far away from the grandeur of palaces. Daksha, her father, was furious. How could a princess, his own daughter, desire the hermit whom he considered uncivilized? But Sati's devotion was fierce. She performed severe austerities in the forests, her soul burning with longing. So intense was her penance that even the glaciers of Kailash melted. Finally, Shiva himself appeared and accepted her as his wife. The two were married. The mountains of Kailash became their abode, where love blossomed in its purest form. Yet, in Daksha's heart, a fire of anger continued to smolder. Daksha Prajapati, proud of his power and position, could not tolerate Shiva. Once, in Brahma's assembly, when all gods rose in respect, Shiva alone remained seated in deep meditation. Daksha considered it an insult. His ego thundered, "No more. Shiva is unworthy of respect. From today, he shall never be invited to any holy gathering." And so, with his pride wounded, Daksha planned his revenge. Soon, Daksha announced a great Yagna, a cosmic fire sacrifice at Kankala. Every god, every sage, every celestial being was invited. The entire universe seemed to move towards the grand occasion. But one name was missing. Neither Shiva nor his beloved daughter Sati received an invitation. When the day of the Yagna arrived, Sati's heart trembled. Why has my father not called me? Am I not his daughter? How can he invite every god but not my lord? Shiva, calm as ever, spoke gently. Sati, Daksha's hatred for me has consumed his love for you. We are not welcome there. If you go, only pain awaits you. But Sati could not be stopped. Her love for her parents, her hope for reconciliation, and her wounded pride as a daughter pushed her forward. Despite Shiva's warnings, she rode to her father's Yagna. When Sati arrived, her mother embraced her warmly, but Daksha's face was cold and cruel. Her sisters mocked her wildflowers. Her husband was ridiculed, and the Yagna had no seat, no offerings, not even a mention for Shiva, the very Mahadeva. Tears filled Sati's eyes. In the presence of all gods, her husband was dishonored, and no one, neither Brahma nor Vishnu, raised a voice in his defense. Her heart shattered. She turned to her father. "How can you insult Mahadeva, the Lord of Lords? By mocking him, you mock the very balance of creation itself." But Daksha only laughed. "Your husband is no god. He is a beggar who dwells in cremation grounds. He deserves no place among us." Sati trembled with rage. "You do not hate him, father. You fear him, for he cannot be controlled, cannot be chained by your pride." Her voice grew fierce. The assembly froze as she declared, "I am Adi Shakti. I was born through you, but I do not belong to you. Today, I renounce this body, this identity of being Daksha's daughter. This body has become a curse, and I return to Shiva." With tears streaming down her face, she leapt into the sacrificial fire. Flames engulfed her, but her spirit rose higher, freer, and more powerful than ever. Far away in Kailash, Shiva opened his eyes. His beloved was gone. Grief turned into rage, rage into destruction. He tore a lock of hair and slammed it upon the earth. From that single strand emerged a terrifying being, Veerbhadra, with 1,000 arms, 3 eyes, and a roar that shook the heavens. "Go," Shiva commanded. "Destroy Daksha's Yagna." Veerbhadra stormed Kankala with an army of spirits. The skies darkened, winds howled, flames turned black. Gods fled in terror as chaos consumed the sacrifice. Finally, Veerbhadra seized Daksha and with one swift strike cut off his head, casting it into the fire. The prophecy had come true. Daksha had insulted Shiva, and now he lay lifeless. The gods trembled, for without completing the Yagna, imbalance would shake the 3 realms. They rushed to Shiva, falling at his feet, begging him to calm his fury. Moved by their prayers, Shiva's anger softened. He forgave. Daksha was revived, but with the head of a ram, proving Nandi's words. The one who called Shiva beastly now bore the face of a beast himself. The Yagna was finally completed. Balance was restored, but Shiva was not at peace. With Sati's burnt body in his arms, Shiva wandered across the cosmos, his sorrow shaking the universe. He danced the Rudra Tandava, the dance of destruction. Mountains quaked, oceans trembled, stars shattered. Only Vishnu could save creation. With his Sudarshana chakra, he cut Sati's body into 51 pieces. They fell across the earth, each becoming a sacred Shakti Peeths, a place where the goddess eternally resides. Thus ended the story of Sati. But from her sacrifice was born the eternal worship of the divine feminine across the land. Sati's love proved that true devotion knows no fear, no shame, no limits. Daksha's arrogance showed that pride can blind even the wisest, and Shiva's fury reminded the universe that love, once scorned, can turn into the most destructive force of all. Even today, the Shakti Peeths echo her presence, reminding us that the goddess lives forever. This is not just a story of death. It is the story of rebirth, of devotion, and of cosmic balance. And so we end with a truth eternal. Where there is pride, destruction follows. But where there is love and devotion, even death becomes immortal. We hope this tale of Sati and Shiva touched your heart and brought the grandeur of our ancient epics alive before your eyes. If you enjoyed this story and would like to hear more such legends from our scriptures, do support us by liking this video, sharing it with others, and subscribing to our channel.